My lungs.
My lungs.
My lungs are part of a system
My lungs have part of systems
that keeps me alive.
that keep me alive.
My lungs help my body get
My lungs help my body get
the oxygen it
the
needs.
oxygen it needs.
Oxygen
Oxygen
comes from the air
comes from the air
I breathe.
I breathe.
My lungs
My lungs
pull oxygen
pull oxygen
from the air with each breath.
from the air in each breath.
Each breath
Each breath
comes into my nose
comes into my nose
or mouth
or mouth
first. My nose and throat
My nose and throat
warm up
warm up
and clean the air.
and clean the air.
Tiny hairs in
Tiny hair in
my nose
nose
and throat do the cleaning.
and throat the cleaning.
The air moves down
The air moves down
my throat
my throat
into my two lungs.
into my two lungs.
It moves through tubes
It's through two strands
in my lungs
in my lungs
that branch
that branch
like trees.
like trees.
The tubes end
Tubes and
in tiny sacs
tiny sacs
that look like bunches
all look like bunches
of grapes.
of grapes.
The tiny sacs
The tiny sacs
are like balloons.
are like a balloon.
My lungs
My lungs
trade oxygen
take oxygen
for carbon
for carbon
dioxide
dioxide
through the tiny
through the tiny
balloons.
balloons.
Carbon dioxide
Carbon dioxide
is waste air.
is waste air.
My body doesn't need carbon dioxide.
My body doesn't need to burn
Outside.
outside.
My body sends carbon dioxide
My body certain come outside
to my lungs in my blood.
to my lung in my blood.
My blood
My blood
drops off the carbon
just out of the carbon
dioxide
dioxide
in the tiny balloon.
in the tiny balloon.
Then my blood picks up the oxygen
Then my balloon pick up the oxygen
and moves it through my body.
and it through my body.
This trade happens with each breath.
This change happens with each trip.
As I breathe in,
As I breathe in,
my chest moves out.
my chest moves out.
My body makes room
My body makes room
for my lungs
for my lungs
to fill with oxygen.
to fill with my oxygen.
As I breathe out,
With my breath out,
my chest moves
my chest moves
back in.
back in.
The carbon dioxide
The carbon dioxide
moves out of my lungs.
moves out of my lungs.
I breathe all the time,
I breathe all the time,
but I don't think about it.
but I don't think about it.
I don't have to think about it.
I don't have to think about it.
If I did have to think about it,
If I did to think about it,
I'd think of nothing else.
I'll think of nothing else.
I take about 24 breaths
I take about 24 breaths
each minute when I'm resting.
when you are resting.
That's more than 1,400 breaths
That's more 140 breaths
each hour.
each hour.
I'm thankful that my lungs work
I'm thankful that my lungs work
so hard for me.
so hard for me.